In Jewish law, giving an interest-free loan to a person in need is viewed as the highest form of charity and is in fact considered an obligation. This tradition is still alive and well in modern times.
These long 4-foot bulbs, they are safely packed, that they should arrive to the customer safely.
Joel Ehrlich and his brother Avigdor own their own business, selling specialty light bulbs over the internet. The brothers, who grew up in the tight-knit, ultra-Orthodox Hasidic community in Brooklyn's Borough Park, had always dreamed of going into business together.
We started out our business in April of 2011 without money at all. All we had was a little bit of faith in God, that He is the one that controls our money, and we just said that we're going to do our part.
Soon, their business began to grow.
We started selling one bulb. The one bulb became into 2, 4, 6, 8, until where we up to now.
They were ready to lease a bigger space. When considering their options for borrowing money to do so, they turned to an organization that was well known in their community, the Hebrew Free Loan Society.
Interest-free lending is a centuries-old, profoundly Jewish way of helping people in need. Today it's called microfinance. I mean, basically, the Jews really invented that.
The Hebrew Free Loan Society of New York has been around since 1892, when they brought the Jewish tradition of interest-free lending over from Eastern Europe. The nonprofit organization targets low-income communities, both Jewish and non-Jewish, who may have difficulty getting traditional loans. They typically then help the potential borrower craft a business plan, and then if that plan makes sense, and if the borrower is able to find 2 guarantors, they make the loan. 99% of their borrowers pay them back, a success rate that Novik attributes in part to the fact that there is often more of a personal connection than with other methods of borrowing.
If your brother or a guy you went to high school with is your guarantor, you don't want to let him down. So you don't want to let us down because you're grateful, and you don't want to let them down.
In New York City these days, 2 of the communities most in need of interest-free lending are Jews from the former Soviet Union and those in the ultra-Orthodox Hasidic community. According to a recent study, the Hasidim now comprise the largest group of poor people in New York. They often face difficulty integrating into the broader economy because of their insular upbringing.
Men especially have very limited secular education, but they really want to work and they really want to support their families. And small business is something that their grandparents did in Europe. That's traditional. That's something they do.
For the Ehrlich brothers, using the Hebrew Free Loan Society was an easy decision.
As a small business owners, 2 partners themselves, doing everything from the buying to the selling to the shipping, and we know what banks make people go through, getting a loan, the effort, the time.
They say that the loan has allowed them to do almost 4 times as much business as they were doing before. Also, they appreciate being part of a centuries-old tradition.
Borrowing from a Jewish organization makes us feel like we got help from a brother, and we got just somebody coming over and saying, listen, there, we see you're building a business, and you're ready to expand, and we're here to help you expand.
Now that the Ehrlich brothers have used their loan to expand into a bigger space and have learned the nuances of selling products online, they would like to branch out into selling other profitable products when the time is right. This is Ira Spitzer for JN1 in New York.